A couple of days ago, I realized that, okay, if I want to become a digital nomad, there's a certain psychology behind how to think my perspective, how is my perspective to make sure that I succeed. Because if you really want it as bad as me, like I really, really want it really badly, I've been trying to use manifestation as a way to reach that goal. I've been trying to be a digital nomad for over 4 years. I've made a lot of sacrifices, many sacrifices to try and make it work. I recently realized that I did make some progress, but in 4 years of hard work, I'm not there yet. So all this time, I've been really trying to manifest it, finding ways to manifest. Manifest meaning like doing the things to imagine as if it already happened, and like try to recreate the sensations of being a digital nomad, things like that, right? However, I really don't think that's the way. I actually think if we really want this, we have to do the opposite. It's about the law of detachment. And you know what? Okay, the hard part is to accept that we don't depend on that goal. We have to try, and it's hard. Okay, it took me like 2 days to like get the right train of thought to understand, to find a way to accept it. And I'll explain you my train of thought. Like I wrote it down even for me to remind myself whenever I'm in doubt about the situation, right? About having to detach. That's the hard part. How to not depend on that outcome. How to accept that I'll be happy either way. Like, and I'm gonna to tell you like really like exactly the train of thought so you can really understand what I'm saying. But if you can do that, I was able to do that a few days ago. Not fully, right? It takes some work, but if you can do that, no, that's when things attract to you. That's when things come. Like when you have that real detachment, like new ideas and new opportunities that are so like obvious. I didn't even consider them before when I was focused on manifestation. Example. So I wrote down why do I want to be digital nomad, okay? And for each reason as to why, I wrote a rebuttal, like uh, a reaction. So check this out. One reason is because I want to have control of my time to do the things that I like. My rebuttal is that I can still do the things that I like, just not at the time that I want, which isn't so bad if I have good organization. So it's not the end of the world if I don't have control of my time because I can still do the things that I like. Number two is to buy things that I like. My rebuttal is that I don't need a lot of money to buy the things that I want or do the things that I want. So it's true. And I also added that I could even make a list of things that I would want to buy soon and, use maybe a bit of credit or like buy one thing one week and something else another week. So that I don't need to be a digital nomad to buy the things I like. Unless you really want a Ferrari, like like if you like, okay, let's say you want to be digital nomad because you want to afford a Ferrari. Your rebuttal could be a Ferrari does the same job as a normal car, and I can customize the outside of a normal car to still look attractive and good, and upgrade it and customize it, right? So you see where we're going with this, guys. Hey, check this out. This one blew my mind. This one blew my mind. When you focus too much on manifestation, you are trying to control how you want it, and we shouldn't try to control the how. Check this out. Why I want to be a digital nomad is so I can work and live by the beach. I yeah, because I ripped the page, so I can't see everything that I wrote, but I know the reason. So I want to work and live by the beach. I can still do that, right? I don't need to be a digital nomad to do that. I'm like what I've started to do. I'm applying to jobs. I'm contacting headhunters, agents that would look for a job for me, and if they find me a job, they would get a commission. I am looking at recruiters on LinkedIn. I am looking at my network. I am creating different CVs. I am going to just apply and tell them, yeah, I'm moving there soon, and I could try different cities. But I always thought for like 4 years, is that okay, if I want to live by the beach, okay, I have to be a digital nomad. I have to be a digital nomad, which is a really weird train of thought. But we all know that being a digital nomad is our goal, and and there are so many advantages that come with that. Like one of the reasons is to have control of our time. But right. But I wrote I want to. But why do you want to have control of your time? I wrote, I want to have control of my time so I can do the things that I like, and also to work when I feel like it, okay? But with just a bit of organization, it's not that bad, okay? And let's say if you hate your job, you can change. You can change a job. If like it's an issue, like if you don't want to work. But I another one that I wrote is like, if I'm a digital nomad, I would have total independence. I wrote, there's no real deadline. There's no real deadline because I could still, like, check this out. It's crazy. Check this out. Where is it? I wrote the things that I would like to do when I'm a digital nomad. And I realized that most of the things that I want to do as a digital nomad, I can just do them now. Example, I wrote down, like, okay, I imagined, okay, I'm a digital nomad. Now what? I'm living by the beach. I'm making reliable, consistent income. Now what? And then I wrote down, now what? I wrote, okay, now I'm gonna make a cookbook. I want to grow a couple of my own food, like veggies and fruits. Grow my own. Learn how to do that. I wrote, I want to, upgrade my diet, like upgrade my clothing, like travel to this place and all of that. I realized like I could still do all of those things without needing to be a digital nomad. Do you see how powerful this can be? The potential of detaching from the outcome? Like, check this out. I also wrote, realize my ambition is unnecessary. You know, it's kind of sad, right? We're trying to say, let go of that fire, that motivation inside. And I was like, like I literally like meditated for like 3 hours, like for a few days, every day, like going through this kind of perspective shift, this shift of thinking, because there's a strong fire inside of me, and I feel like what drives it is the need to get to my goal. I feel like that fire is not going to stop until I become a digital nomad. But I'm learning that no, we have to extinguish that fire. But I know that is so. Not extinguish the fire is not the right way to put it, because the fire is still here, like, but in a different way. Like, I am in a much more better mood, by the way. Like when you, like, I also wrote like surrender control of the deadline. There is no real deadline. Like maybe there can be, but like not really if you think about it. Like, and another one that I wrote is like, I can't try to condition happiness. I think that being a digital nomad will bring for me happiness, but I am trying to condition happiness. But no, I should not try to condition happiness. And the power is that a lot of these realizations come when you make that detachment, and like things come easier. Like, oh my gosh, like today were my hardest day. It was Friday. It was Thursday night. Thursday night, and I was going through this thought of Thursday night. Today is Sunday, so I was just going through that, trying to understand: do I have to extinguish this fire? Do I need to like not give up on my dream, but just not look at it in a different way? Like really detach, like really stop just working for that, like focusing on that. And I was feeling really down, right? To going through that realization that I might have to extinguish my fire. That day, oh my God, it's crazy. That day also, I thought I did pretty bad at one of my income trading. I thought I was doing, because I looked at my trades around that same time as I was going through that meditation, and all of my trades were like down in the red. So I was like, okay, now, yeah, I really have to detach from the outcome, because like I am really trying to force it. On Friday, I wake up, all of my trades won, and it's like it never happens. Like I had 6 trades, all of them won. Like maybe 4 out of 6. It's incredible. 6 out of 6 won. So it's just so weird how the universe works. Like I like gave up. Like okay, no, yeah, I really have to detach from trying to be financially independent. And I wake up the next day just to, I didn't even, I assumed I lost. I just checked my trades because I journaled them. I logged them in to keep track, and I was logging them in. They were all winners, and like that never happened. So I just thought that's a great example of how weird this detachment, the magic, the power of it, like the opportunities that are going to come. Like imagine you are really looking for love, okay? And I thought of this analogy yesterday. Imagine you are really looking for love, okay? And imagine you get 4 or 5 people who are interested in you, okay? In 6 months, 4 or 5 people are interested in you. But that's not enough really if you're looking for love, okay? You're really, really looking for love. Imagine someone who is like in a relationship. They already have love, they're married. They would get 4 or 5 people interested in them, like hitting on them per week, per day. Because they're really not looking for it. They act like they already have it. So I think that's an interesting analogy to understand how detachment works, how the more we work to have something, the more tension we put on the way things work. And there is a scientific explanation and reasoning as like, we are trying to control how it would happen, so we are not being open to other opportunities, windows, understanding how things really work. Like we have to let go of the how, right? Like where is it? Basically trying to condition it, trying to format it. How? And I wrote like I have to find a way to truly accept that I don't need to be a digital nomad. And I wrote down like really projects that I would be passionate about if I don't become a digital nomad, that would still drive that fire, I guess. Like I really don't think using the word extinguish was the right one. And yeah, I wrote, I'm trying to, I make notes and then I'm going to like simplify it, like brainstorming, when I'm meditating, I write down things. And yeah, I wrote down how I'm going to be happy now, achieve inner peace now, which is really important, and detach from the outcome now. And yeah, one of the reasons that the thing is like project live by the beach. I'm going to like find other ways, try other ways. I don't need to be digital nomad to make that happen. Like I would be so happy being there, working by the beach, even if it's a normal job. When I really think about it, right? So it's really, really interesting how this works. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get inner peace now. I'm making a really cool morning routine. This morning routine is what I wanted to do when I become a digital nomad, but nothing is stopping me from doing that now. It's crazy. Even if I have to wake up early for a job, you can find a way to organize your schedule and just wake up an hour earlier or something. So I still found ways to make what I want happen now. So talk about manifestation. Talk to me now about manifestation. What does manifestation have on this? I am past manifestation because I'm making it happen, what I really want, And this is where the things that I want, like being a digital nomad, they're going to come in different ways without me trying to control the deadline or the how. I wrote like, worrying about the deadline, I don't need to worry. I wrote like, I don't need that stability of a digital nomad, financial and location stability. I don't need like that now, because I can still experience the things that I want. And I wrote down ways to achieve inner peace now, but these are specific to me, so I don't want to say things that might not apply to you. And I also wrote down some things that I took for granted. Like my dream is to be a digital nomad, and mainly in Mexico. I want to go to London and visit other places. A few weeks in other new countries. I realized I'm halfway there. I'm already in Mexico. I am over a year ago. I got an opportunity. My parents, they were in Finland, in another country, and my dad got a job opportunity in Mexico out of nowhere. For me, that was incredible. Like I always wanted to live in Mexico, so they moved here. I moved here. Now they left, and I stayed, and I got the paperwork. So I've kind of took for granted that I'm already kind of halfway to my dream, like being a digital nomad that can live in Mexico, because I already have the paperwork figured out. So some things that we take for granted, man. And like one of the reasons was so I can eat good Mexican food, and I could still do that without needing to be digital nomad. It's ridiculous when you really think about it. Like the things that manifestation does to us, I think is not the right way. So I think, yeah, manifestation is a lie, and we need to realize, to try to detach. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I hope there was enough information to digest and to explain to you this perspective. Hopefully it's helpful, but this doesn't change that I'm going to keep making videos. I enjoy making these videos about being a digital nomad. I just love everything around that lifestyle. Like I said in one of my videos, like, digital nomads are people who want financial independence because there are people who are usually health conscious. They love to travel. They're happy to socialize and learn from other cultures, other people, understand new things, progress. So there's still many things as being a digital nomad that we can still do, learn, and achieve. So that is still going to be the goal of the channel, to find the best ways and to have the total, to have all the resources we need to establish ourselves as official digital nomads. So today's part was the psychology that we should try to use instead of manifestation. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any thoughts, I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.